everyone, it's Mrs. Shipton here. Hope you're all being good at home for your grown-ups and doing lots of lovely things. I'm going to read you a story, and this is my favourite story because it makes me smile. And I used to read this story when my children were really little, so it's quite funny, and hopefully you should be able to hear the sound effects too. So here we go. It's the story of the little mole who knew it was none of his business. One day, the little mole poked his head out from underground to see whether the sun had already risen. Then it happened. It looked a little like a sausage, and the worst thing was that it landed right on his head. "How mean!" cried the little mole. "Who has done this on my head?" But he was so short-sighted that he couldn't see anyone around. He couldn't see who it was. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the dove who was flying past. "Me? No. How could I? I do it like this," she answered. And splish splish, a moist white blob landed on the ground right next to the little mole. His right leg was splashed with white. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the horse who was grazing in the pasture. "Me? No. How could I? I do it like this." And flump plump, a big fat horsey apple plopped down within a hair's breadth of the mole. He was very impressed. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the goat who had been dreaming a little. "Me? No. How could I? I do it like this," she replied. And plippity plop, a pile of toffee-coloured little balls tumbled on the grass. The little mole found them almost appealing. "Did you do this on my head?" he asked the cow who was chewing the cud. "Me? No. How could I? I do it like this." And kaplosh, a big brownish green pancake flopped into the grass just next to the mole. He was very relieved that it hadn't been the cow who had done something on his head. "Did you do this on my—" He was going to ask again, but as he came closer, he saw only two big fat black flies, and they were eating. "At last someone who will be able to help me," thought the mole. "Who did this on my head?" he asked excitedly. "Keep nice and still," buzzed the flies. There was a short pause, and then, "It is clear to us that it was a dog." Finally, the little mole knew who had done the business on his head. Basil, the butcher's dog. Quick as a flash, he climbed onto Basil's kennel, and pling! A tiny black sausage landed on top of the dog's head. Satisfied at last, the little mole disappeared happily into his hole underground. So there we have it, the story of the little mole who knew it was none of his business. I hope you liked that story, and I hope to read you another one soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.